Hey everybody, this is Sherry with CPR Craft Pray Repeat, and I'm using an Imagine That Digi stamp to make a Flamingo birthday card today. All of the colors that I use for my Copics will be on the screen, and I had already done one of these, and I had to ask my husband, y'all know I'm colorblind, so I was like, honey, he looks really bright. I said, is he red? And he's like, no. And I was like, uh-huh. The way he said, no, I knew I'd done something wrong. And he's like, no, but I think he would glow in the dark. So it's like, great. And I mean, it wasn't a bad thing to have to start over because I really enjoyed coloring the image, but I would have liked to have had two cards and not a glow in the dark flamingo. But it's all right. I went back and I fixed it. And as my little grandbaby says, I fix it. And I'm telling you, he had his Oma laughing and just, oh, he can make my day. Sometimes the worst days, and no matter how much pain I'm in, I hear his little voice and see his little smile. I think that's why God made grandbabies, because they're like the coolest thing next to sliced bread. I'm not kidding you. Your kids you have to discipline. So when my daughter-in-law called and said that Azrael and Elmo were sitting on the couch, and when she came back from the bathroom, the TV was all messed up, and Azrael looked at her and said that Elmo did it, and she asked if he helped, and Azrael said, nope, Elmo did it all on his own. He's 2.5. And I mean, I'm walking through the store and I am just rolling laughing. I have her on speaker so people can hear. And it was so funny. See, I'm telling you, grandbabies, the best thing ever invented. Because I had to go to the doctor's yesterday, so I wasn't going to plan on having any fun anyway. So that really made my day. And we went to Hobby Lobby, which Azrael calls Hobwobby. We went to Hobwobby, and they have their Christmas stuff out. So I took a picture of Danae and Jesse and Mariah with Santa. You want to talk about being the greatest Oma in the world? You're talking to her, because this Oma had a Santa connection. So I was like the bomb diggity as far as Azrael was concerned yesterday. Oma knows Santa. It's so fun when they're little. It's just the most amazing time, isn't it? Everything's wonderful and fun and sweet, and they're not asking for $400 iPods, and we had to change the hot water heater, and we gave Azrael the box. That was probably 4-5 months ago. The boy still has the box and plays in it every day. So it's like, woohoo! I wish all of his toys were, well, not the price of a hot water heater, but, if a box would make him, everything would make him as happy as his box has. And you see here that I'm using the same color that I did the beak and the legs. I'm putting that on the balloons. And what I did was I tried to match colors, because this does have a digital paper that went with it. And so I tried to match the colors as close as I could. And I didn't want to introduce too many colors because of the background paper. I didn't want it to be so busy. So all of the colors that you see I try to use in more than one place. So like if I use it on the bag, I'm going to use it on the hat. If I use it on the balloons, I'm going to use it on the hat. And to try to tone down the chaos, I guess, would be the best way of putting it. And I wish I had paper pieced that bag. I'm not kidding you. Imagine that bag with a tiny little Disney logo, or a Coach logo, or something really cute. Disney is what pops into my head, of course, because I live in Florida and Azrael was a major Mickey Mouse fan. So, but imagine that, wouldn't that be adorable? or, you know, use your Christmas paper and have it be a Christmas bag for a, you know, if you're you, because they have a Christmas one, and I'll be doing that card. I'll be showing you that card tomorrow, and it's not the same, but I think we could maybe manipulate the hat a little and turn it into more of a Christmas hat, and then and just get rid of the balloons, and we could turn that into a Christmas flamingo as well. So a lot, you know, use your Christmas papers for the bag, so it's like a Christmas gift. I'm sorry, y'all know that I love Mariah and Jesse's old teacher, and you know, any flamingo I can get my hands on to color up for her, I do. And I showed her the Christmas one, and I think that's going to be the one I do her cards out of this year. And we were blessed. You know, when we moved up here, she was the most incredible teacher I'd ever met. And my kids, I just felt so blessed that my kids were in her class. Well, she retired 2 years ago, and we've had just one disaster after another. And so Mariah is still there, guys, and I need you to keep her in your prayers, because she's home. She's home today. She was home yesterday because they sent her to a class with a teacher who hit her with a ruler a couple years ago and left a welt on her arm for hours. And of course, they did nothing to the teacher. And what do they do but bring her up to the high school? And so I just like nearly popped a cork when I found out that they had put Mariah in her class. And I was like, nope, that's not happening. And here I'm just using my lime green souffle pen to tie in the lime green in the balloon and the lime green in the paper. So if you guys would keep this situation for Mariah in your prayers, because she needs the education, but I need to know that she's safe, and that's more important to me than if she can, you know, say her ABCs or, you know, count to 100. You know, I don't want that to sound horrible, but you know, I love her and I need to know that she's safe. And right now I just don't know that she is. And so your prayers would be greatly appreciated. And you see here that I'm using my scissors and I'm cutting out around the balloons. I probably could have left that white spot in there. It wouldn't have been that much, but it probably would have driven me crazy. So here I'm just taking my Copic multi-liner and I'm drawing in those lines that I cut out, because I don't know, I just thought it would bug me. It may not bug you. So, you know, you cut it out however you want. Now I'm just putting some ATG tape on the back and cleaning up anything that went off the edges, and then putting the flamingo down on the card. Now everything on the card base, the sentiment, everything was printed on my computer. Happy birthday. And so I'm just taking some white fun foam, attaching it to the back, and then I'm going to attach it to my A2 size card base. Now I'm going to come in here with some glossy accents. Now I'm going to tell you, I have had these glossy accents for years, and I think they're, I don't think they go bad, but I think something happened. I mean, because it was really thick, and you see I'm struggling there to get it out, and I have to like tap it down to try to flatten it out, see? And then after a while I was able to go in and just finish filling in the balloons and the beak. So I don't know, I think I'm just gonna have to pitch it. I think it's just give up the ghost, folks. It's just giving up the ghost, and I'm gonna have to pitch it and get me a new one for the holidays, because I've got to have my glossy and I got to have my sparkly for Christmas. So I think that one is just headed to the trash bin. Poor thing. He gave it his all, though, I will have you know. He gave it his all. All right, guys. This has been so much fun talking with you guys and sharing this card. I hope that you like it. I will put a link in the description box for it. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below. And I hope you like this video. Remember to practice your CPR, Craft, Pray, Repeat. Thanks for visiting me today, and happy crafting. Bye.